Hello, welcome to 30-minute mindfulness. Today I thought we'd talk a little bit about the power of gratitude. Gratitude is something that we all think about from time to time, but sometimes we don't give it the importance it deserves. So when we know what we appreciate in life, we also know what matters to us. We know what makes our life meaningful. And that's a huge part of knowing who we are. All of this fosters self-awareness, which is the cornerstone to living a fulfilling life. Gratitude is that relationship to thankfulness, and it generates joy, peace, happiness. When we pay attention to what we feel grateful for, we're building a relationship with ourselves that fuels well-being. When we start looking for the parts of life that brings us gratitude, we start to see more and experience more moments that evoke gratitude. It's like a positive feedback loop. Paying attention to what inspires gratitude in us puts us in a positive frame of mind. It softens our edges. It makes us more willing to try, more open to new things, and it makes us more creative. Gratitude helps us see what is here instead of what isn't here. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. And those are really powerful. They're subtle, but they're really powerful. Gratitude cultivates a sense of peace, and it improves our happiness. So gratitude brings us into the present moment, that present moment awareness that we cultivate when we practice mindfulness or when we gain self-awareness. Gratitude does the same. When we start looking for opportunities to feel gratitude, we might realize that joy arises when we notice that little flower growing out of the crack in the sidewalk. Wow, what a blessing. What a beautiful example of life, wanting to live, finding a way to shine, finding a way to show beauty, against all odds. Or maybe when you see your dog so happy to go for a walk, like wagging, wagging, wagging. When we slow down enough to see these moments, we develop our relationship with gratitude, and we gain more connection with gratitude. So it's easier to pull that emotion in the next time. It's not about the duty of taking our dog for a walk. It's about giving my dog the opportunity to feel joy. And when he feels joy, that gives me a sense of gratitude, and I feel joy. And then it's like both actions, they both take the same amount of time, whether I'm doing this duty to take my dog for a walk or whether I'm choosing to do this for joy, for my dog to have this awesome experience in his day. It takes the same amount of time, but it's just what the focus is on. If I focus on that joy, I really enliven the experience. To be a witness to my dog's enthusiasm about smelling all the smells and the flowers, we cultivate gratitude. Little moments of joy appear out of nowhere. Gratitude reduces fear and anxiety. Those emotions don't live in the present moment. They live in the future or the past. When we feel gratitude, our hearts are full, and we become present with what is alive in us at this moment. So because fear lives in the future or the past, when we feel gratitude, there's no room for fear. Tony Robbins says, when you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. So we can't change our life or find a solution to a problem if we're trying to solve the problem from the same state of mind that created the problem. That is solving the problem from the perspective of not having what it is you seek. So you will not find what you're missing. You're going to find more of what you have. So gratitude shifts this perspective of not having enough. If I'm missing the love of my life, if I don't have the love of my life, I'm thinking from a scarcity mindset of not having love. It doesn't do me any good to wait for him or her to come knocking at my door. That is seeking to solve the problem from that same state of mind that created it, not having love. So on the other hand, if I cultivate a gratitude about love, I do have love in my life. Where do I have love in my life? Then I'm creating change. And I'm creating the opportunity to meet the love of my life because I'm already experiencing love. Again, you will not find what you're missing. You will find more of what you have. So as we look for in the details of life, we look for what brings us love. The kindness of the neighbor showed, the gentle person who helped you at the grocery store, the love you give when you volunteer at the school or maybe the homeless shelter, the love you get from your children or a pet, whatever expression helps you feel and receive love, look for that. Then you will be looking for the love of your life from a place of gratitude, from abundance, from a state of creation, not a state of lack. When you lack love, look for opportunities to give love and see how much more love shows up in your life. We can't wait for our bank account to grow in order to feel wealthy. If we wait for the change to create the feeling, we're not creating anything. We're just waiting for something outside of us to change. And there's no agency in that. We're not affecting that in any way. We're waiting for something to happen to us. When we feel abundance, we're taking the first step toward creating wealth. The moment we start feeling gratitude, what we have becomes enough. So we're creating wealth from a state of abundance, a place of already having enough. Gratitude is alive. It's a thing that lives. So when we practice gratitude, we build a relationship with gratitude, and that changes the way we experience life. It changes the way we experience the world. The more time we spend cultivating gratitude, the easier we find experiences that evoke our gratitude or that stimulate our gratitude, that give us a sense of joy and happiness. So it's not just another day. Today is not just another day. Today is the one day that is given to you. It's this gift right now. It's the only gift we know for sure right now. So notice what is beautiful. Notice what is alive. So with that, I invite you to close your eyes. We'll do our 20-minute mindfulness meditation. Find a posture that's comfortable, something that's upright, something alert but not rigid. Just kind of ease into it. And invite that stillness. Find the rhythm of your breath and let that be your anchor to this present moment. That steady flow in and out, or the rise and fall. Let that rhythm bring you back to the present moment. Is there something in your heart close that you can call forth that you're grateful for? Maybe a person or a situation, a kind word, something easy. What is it you're grateful for? Now feel into that sense of gratitude. Feel it in your body. Maybe a smile comes across your face. Where do you feel gratitude? Maybe in your heart, maybe in your throat. Maybe you feel a tingling in your hands. Just notice that. Notice where it arises. Just keep sensing into that gratitude. What does it feel like? Maybe you put your hand over your heart just to connect more deeply with that sense of generosity, that kindness, that love, whatever that thing is that's cultivating your sense of gratitude. And let's just sit with that for a minute. Now that image that you're holding with gratitude, let that float off into that field of awareness. Or let it blow away like a wispy cloud in the sky. And just come back to your breath. The steady presence of right here, right now. This gift, this extraordinary gift of our now. Is it possible to find gratitude in something that isn't so clearly wrapped as a gift? What can you notice in your life that's extraordinary? Something as small as the stranger who smiled at you earlier today or yesterday. Maybe a kind word from a friend. Maybe a sweet cuddle from a pet. Maybe it's the birds as they sing outside your window. What can you recognize as extraordinary in your life? As whatever image arises for you, can you feel gratitude toward that? Feel gratitude toward that beautiful gift. Something that might be easy to pass by. But today, you notice how extraordinary it is. If it's helpful, put your hand over your heart to really touch into that center of love, that center of gratitude. Maybe a smile arises. What does that gratitude really feel like? Feel that gratitude arising in your body and notice, do you feel it in your tummy or in your throat? Maybe that deep sense of gratitude creates tears to well in your eyes. That really deep sense of being cared for feeling concern and love from other people, for giving love, for giving kindness, for giving time, for giving our attention. And for others giving that back. Just feel in your body where that arises. the more we look for gratitude, the more we find gratitude, the easier and more automatic this sense of gratitude becomes. It's a relationship. So the more we feed gratitude, the more it feeds us. You might ask your gratitude, what is it that your gratitude wants you to know? What does your gratitude want to say to you? Maybe gratitude is expressing its thanks for allowing this feeling of joy to arise. Maybe gratitude is telling you you're enough. Maybe gratitude is telling you that life is beautiful in so many ways. Maybe gratitude is telling you that this gift, this moment, this now is such a joy to experience with you. I'm going to ring the bell in just a couple minutes. So in these last couple minutes, I invite you to sit with that joy that arises from gratitude, or whatever arises for you. May our gratitude overflow into blessing one another. And when you're ready, please open your eyes. Thank you for being here today. Cultivate gratitude as often as possible. I always love hearing your comments and feedback. Please send me an email or leave them in the comment section below. And if you ever have a topic that you're curious or interested, I'd be happy to incorporate that into our mindfulness program. Thank you so much.